G'day tubers. So if you missed the live stream, I tore this battery down. The camera's still there from when we streamed, and the ring light's still on. That's how fresh this was. So, what we have here is one battery module of a Hyundai/Kia LG CHEM battery. Just got LG CHEM 60 amp hour, 3.6 volt cells. Which is lithium ion, so these are lithium ion polymer cells, 218 watt hours each. There is 18 in series, 3 in parallel, so what's that? It's 54 cells. If that's wrong, I'm an idiot. 54 cells, and we can quite easily pull them out in these lovely little packs of 3. Just like this. So this is a 1S, so it's 1 in series, 3P. So 180 amp hours at 3.7 volts. And we're going to test that on the LiPo charger. The which one is it? It's the 20 amp antimatter, which I've still got. I need to buy a new LiPo charger. If you can recommend one. Pete from HP Powerwall quite often talks about his iCharger X6. I think I'm going to have to buy one of them. I think he's still got the ones that he's had for a long time. So what we're going to do, we're going to just test one of these. Just happens to be the one at the end. The voltages kind of all check out, no worries. We can go through that with the multimeter later. I was going through it on stream with the clamp meter. We had 33 volts per pack, which gives you a total of 66 volts. Which is right within the scope of where it needs to be. Ooh. Oh, mistakes were nearly made. I nearly left that on the shelf up there. Hang on a sec. I'm absolutely terrible with sockets. Number 8. Guess that one. For good luck, so it hangs around a little bit. I had to buy a new set because I wrecked the last one, so I dropped it and it went everywhere. And then I left them in the rain because they went everywhere. Long story short, I suck at keeping socket sets, so everything's still in this one. See how long we can keep that going for. Let's go to the battery bank that we're going to discharge this into with Regen Discharge, because we don't just waste energy for no reason. Okie dokie, so we got this super safe MT500MJ battery pack. Non-spillable, non-flammable, beautiful cells. I bought this from a recycling centre as well. New old stock, never used, blah blah blah. But there's 1000 amp hours at 12 volts here. It's 180 amp hours at 3.7 here. With the antimatter 20 ampere, if we hold this button down, it tells us what our voltages are. And as I said in the stream, this pack's flat and it's been sitting here, and I've really done a bit of a naughty. I pulled 7.5 kilowatt hours out of it through that. Oh, that siren's annoying. Siren's still going, I can still hear it. Whatever it is, it's slow. Probably fire truck. Anyway, top voltage. 11.5 is my big pack. 3.7 is LiPo pack. They pulled these out at normal state of charge and recycled them. Okay, so we go lithium battery. Go LiPo. And we want to go LiPo fast charge. So it is a LiPo, so we go yes. We go backwards so we can go as many amps as we can. Up in the 20 amp range. So this is only a 1S, 3.7 volts. Let's hit it. Look at the watt hours, the milliamp hours down the bottom there, dancing up. We go this way with this. No, the other way. End voltage is 4.2. Phew, it's pulling down to 10 point whatever volts on the main pack, pulling 8 amps. Not a great deal of voltage difference between the two at the moment. Alright then, let's put this in Regen Discharge and poke that power back into the big pack and get it charged up. Alright, we can choose this one because we can stop it. 3 volts. Oh no, sorry, that's a balance and discharge. Where's the... There it is. There's the normal discharge. And unfortunately that's not in Regen Discharge. Settings. There it is. Sometimes I have to turn it off. So this will stop at 14.4 volts, maximum of 20 amps. That's what we want. Discharge at 20 amps, Regen, it'll come up and prompt me. Oh, wrong one. There's lots of modes, but they're not super. Distinguish that one without the plus. Confirm Regen. Now we're pulling out this little battery and throwing it in the big one. It'll stop when it sits on 3 volts flat for a while. When you're on LiPo, that's always cell balance. So it's pushing 5 amps back into the battery pack, which is starting to bring it back up. So we'll come back and look at that in a minute and see what we get to. Alright, it's been an hour and 20 minutes with 26 amps, 27 amps out. I'll come back tomorrow morning and have a look. See where we get to. It all seems nice and happy, the contacts are good, the battery's nice and cool. The fan on the discharger kicks in and out from time to time. We've just hit a stable 12 volts in the battery pack. I believe the fan comes on at 40 degrees. No, it must be 45 or something. Yeah, all seems good. We'll let it do its thing and see how many amp hours we get out of it first cycle we do. And then we'll charge it back up and see what that gives us. But yeah, this will end up being a relatively long video, so I'll stop talking and we'll see this when it's empty. Okay, so our first test yielded us 97 amp hours out of that one, but it's already bounced right back to 3.2 volts. So I guess it's time we give it another hit and see how fast it drops. pretty quickly. Alright, let's charge it back up. And one, we'll see how much goes back in, which should be more than the 97. And two, we will see what it's like when it's actually full. So it's only, if it was a one cell, 20 amps would only be 0.33 C, 60 amp hours. So at, yeah, it's 0.0, yeah, it's 0.1, it's 0.1 C because there's 3 cells. So 20 amps is still a slow rate of charge for this battery. Nice and safe. Let that do its thing, and shouldn't experience any cell expansion or anything like that. And I'll check that out when it finishes charging.